both these players much better when the team is doing well and they can play aggressively. Feels like most of the junglers in this meta, with the high mechanic junglers especially, thrive in such a situation. Samsung allowed SKT to counterpick both their lanes. Shen definitely has a winning matchup against Maokai. Doesn't always go super one-sided, depends on jungle ganks, but could be some kill pressure, especially if we see something like the Fervor coming out in the Shen. And then the mid lane, Orianna has a comfortable time against Crown as well. So slight advantage to SKT in terms of laning phase, but the teamfight phase I think is going to be pretty damn even.
Yep. We'll definitely have to keep our eyes on the junglers. Peanut looking to have a better performance in his last couple of games. And Haru, he's been playing relatively very well for Samsung, coming in as a rookie, going back over onto that Kha'Zix, and also looking to potentially tie up against Faker in MVP points, currently sitting just one behind him. So a lot on the line for both of these teams. Samsung desperately looking for a win to make up for that loss against KT. Let's go ahead and get onto the rift for game one. It's SK Telecom versus Samsung Galaxy. Haru really trying to hunt down Faker. Yeah, and now spotted, goes in, jumps on top of Faker. He's going to burn the flash immediately. Flash forward by Grant, gets a rune prison, and that's going to be first blood as Haru comes up with the final hit. Nicely done. Faker popped everything to try to get out of that one, but still couldn't do it.
Just have a pre-match chat with his jungler.
Siphon it out of his top laner. Oh, Haru though finding Faker. He's isolated, takes a bunch of damage. Meanwhile, the Shockwave goes out onto Crown. Sonic Wave connects this time, and Peanut comes up with a kill. The first one for SKT. Faker gets hit, cleanses off the death sentence, flashes away, but it's too little too late. He goes down as Cube picks up another one for Samsung. 1-1 exchange, both mid laners going down, and now an Infernal Drake over to Samsung.
We see a lot more Tiamat Shen into Titanic Hydra. Sure, for pushing in one way, but also don't need to be more unkillable than is absolutely necessary. Caught.
Yeah, really caught out here. Gets locked down by the tether. They will make quick work of him. Peanut picks up a second kill, 2-0 on the board for him. Haru's really trying to hunt Mooney down here.
Ganking the Shen is one's way to play through the Shen lane.
Yep, that's the twisted advance. He comes over the wall with a leap. No flash available for Hooney. Pops a Shadow Dash, but have to expect that maybe he's not going to make it out of here. Kuve, nice play, flashes in, gets the Blast Cone taken down, and that sets up Haru to come up with the kill. Now TP immediately coming through from Kuve, trying to save Crown's life, but it looks like it might not be possible. The shield comes through from the passive, but Peanut dashes back forward, comes up with a kill, and now Kuve in a bit of a rough spot, has to take that Dark Passage out to safety. So a 1-for-1 across the map. Crown goes down. Hooney dies, but now he has a TP advantage with Stand United.
Double Infernal with this comp will be massive as well. Achilles going down to 3,000.
Sonic Wave not in range. You know, would have to dash over the wall if he wants to come up with this one, but just can't find it. Ash Arrow was thrown out, locked up Bang for the time being, making sure that that piercing arrow can come over to try to get a steal. So I can't tell what number that is on the Rod of Ages. Looks like a 9 to me.
It's a 9.
Okay.
It's now 10.
All right. That was a really early Rod of Ages for him.
About 12 minutes, we can tell.
Plus tier. Damn good farming from Crown. Well, Faker, he gets jumped on. Cleanse comes out immediately off the Ash Arrow.
No one gets picked, though.
Yeah, it's going to be the Stand United coming through as Hooney joins the fray, gets in. A massive Shadow Dash just goes into the back line. Shockwave connects. Cube, Core JJ going low. He's going to go down. Both of them fall. A kill picked up for Bang and Faker. Ruler getting jumped on yet again. A double kill going over to the Orianna, and Crown just not able to answer with a kill for the side of Samsung. That's going to be the first Infernal Drake for SKT picked up, denying the triple away from Samsung Galaxy. And SKT,
they want Baron.
Explosive fight, and yeah, they're going to be looking for it as they rotate up through this mid lane.
Haru's still alive, still relatively healthy, although to get poked out by that Q from Varus. Game explodes to life. Finally, they get the initiation they're looking for. It's been denied around the other two Infernal Drakes. Crown,
Crown finds Peanut. Yeah, wants to try to take him out, but gets dissuaded as Wolf throws out the tether. SKT, I think that's enough, so they will go ahead and back away from this Baron. Meanwhile,
they're in vision here.
Yeah, they are in vision. Crown poking out in front, trying to dissuade
50%.
anyone from coming in. That's going to be the TP immediately out from Hooney. Samsung have very limited ways to get themselves out of this pit. They're going to have to turn and fight. Cube, the first one going low. Core JJ as well takes a couple shots from the Baron, and he is going to go down. SKT still going forward, trying to get rid of that Maokai. Ash Arrow connects onto Wolf, still healthy, and the piercing arrow comes up with a kill for Bang. Now, just 4 away from 1,000 kills.
They need those. Those are the way you can stall the game out from red side when the Baron fights start.
Faker and Crown just waiting out the waves.
Crown's clearly really good at facing Rek'Sai, because the amount of time he spent in a brush not moving has been a lot. He's walking up. They're looking for this kill.
Yeah, that's going to be the shockwave coming through. Stand United onto Faker. He goes low. Haru,
Gets
he
him.
jumps forward, finishes him off before the Shen can arrive. But now Samsung being collapsed on by Peanut, Wolf, and Bang. Sonic Wave connects, but that Dark Passage comes through, taking Haru out to safety.
I think it was actually interrupted. We'll have to see a replay to confirm, but I believe
very well could
Cuvée
be.
interrupted. That was longer than the channel time of the Stand United. So credit to Cuvée, didn't even have to flash to do it. Sure, it gives up his health bar, but not the most relevant thing in this tank battle. Not much though, still at 5,000.
Almost goes back to 50%. SKT, do they want to stick around? They have the shields here from the Karma and the Orianna.
This is the one time picks will work because Maokai is following Shen. They will throw the 850 shield, but they will not get a completion. It means he won't be able to get to Baron, but a lot of things working at the same time. Haru doesn't
Wave
see
comes
the Lee
through,
Sin.
jumps away, Resonating Strike comes down, Dragon's Rage straight into the piercing arrow. Bang comes up with yet another kill. 3 more to go for 1,000. Brown coming in behind the team, maybe looking for Faker,
They
but
want
the
to
Baron.
catch Faker in transition.
Yeah, the Baron's been started. Faker spots him out, throws
Smartly
the ball
done.
over the wall. Nicely done. Keeps himself safe, and now Crown. Can he rejoin his team? SKT still hammering away at the Baron.
Well, Mop's available, so could come in, may have to. No
See,
smite.
Asher comes through, connects onto Bang. Redemption comes down immediately. Hooney and Peanut suddenly back up to about full HP. Cuvée. Half. At the moment, looking for an entry point, just burning through his mana with that Maelstrom.
Samsung need to fight. They have no smite. They're just
Brown's
going to give it
getting
up.
jumped out. This is almost down to 3K. They can't come up with a steal by the look of it. It's going to go over to SKT. They just go ahead. They peel back. Without Haru there to try to jump in and come up with a smite, they just go ahead and concede the Baron over to SK Telecom. They'll keep moving forward with this lead. Bang is recalled. Hooney's waiting in the base. Has a TP ready to go. Playing out the wards. Elder Dragon down to half. Hooney's going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this TP. Samsung, they have to commit into it. It goes down to 37, and Peanut, he's able to pick it up. Poor JJ, going to be the first one to fall in the fight. Hooney takes a point-blank arrow to the face, but it doesn't even matter. Still goes through, locks down Crown. 2 kills now picked up for SK Telecom. Ruler in between a rock and a hard place. He will fall. Hooney claims the 3rd kill. 3 dead, 50 seconds on the clock for Ruler and Crown. SKT might just be able to end it right here.
They're definitely going to break the base at minimum, Achilles. Not a lot of wave clear left for Samsung Galaxy. SKT, problem thought out what was a very difficult early game for them. Samsung had a nice opening plan, but weren't able to transition it when the pick strategy no longer worked, and they're going to try. Still 25 seconds on Crown. 3 members up for Samsung.
Cuvée still very tanky, but the first Nexus turret goes down. Court JJ throws out a hook, but the only one he can find is Hooney. The damage dealers of SK Telecom just continue knocking down the structures, and they might just knock down the tree as well. They will pop that Guardian Angel. Haru goes low. They're able to take him out at the end as Faker finds the kill. The Nexus goes down, and game 1 goes over to SK Telecom T1. And be the Kale will be the next pick du jour, you have to say, as you so aptly put it. So, interesting draft, to say the least, as Samsung comes back into this game to 3 new members starting off on the roster. Ambition back in after we haven't seen him for quite some time. But now Stitch and Wraith, a whole new bottom lane that Bang & Wolf have to deal with.
And if Ambition, the other new player, has a day out, diving in with 4 or 5 stacks of the Bone Tooth Necklace, and also the Kale Ultimate will be a very happy day for that Rengar. A lot of the rest of their comp actually peels back. For example, the Jhin is going to be out of range of a lot of damaging abilities, so you imagine Intervention isn't quite as powerful there. First sighting of a support Kale since I joined the LCK in 2015. It might have been multiple years since we saw one. Something different from Wraith. Suddenly we have to come to expect it from him. He likes the crazy and he's bringing it out here.
All right, well, let's see if Wraith can earn himself a starting spot on the roster. Of course, JJ will take back over. They're looking to pick up a win. Let's go ahead and get on the rip for game 2.
Intervention, the major part of the kit. It's not the Emax you'd expect from the support role, given that Karma and Ezreal will just win that. Very effective in this case, because now you can't even die him anyway. Spot lane.
Oh, yeah, Bang jumping forward on a Wraith. Going to come up with a kill. Stitch was exhausted. An exchange of exhaust between these supports, but now Peanut wrapping around the back. Flash away from Wraith, but Stitch, he's just out to dry. He goes down, and now it looks like, yep, Wraith, they'll get taken out as Faker picks up a kill. Nicely done by SKT. They're going to get the ball rolling very swiftly. 2 kills over to them, almost 1,000 gold in the lead already. Won't be able to stick around for the turret as Crown roams down, but he's not going to be able to find any answering kills either. But likely won't be able to come up with a kill on him either. Faker takes a little bit of damage as Crown did throw out that one. Yeah, Bolo shot connects. Flash in with a shield from Wolf, who roams down. One more auto is enough to do it as Crown takes him out with a turret shot combined with the Q from Wolf. Takes down Victor, so both of these mid laners just going to be falling.
No level 6 yet onto Wraith, so didn't have any realistic way to keep alive the Victor. SKT continue to trade up. Still pretty happy with where they're at. Not a massive gold lead, but again, the biggest concern is more so Wraith and Stitch. Some of their struggles in bot lane. Mission isolated, but bit of a long chase. Oh, they really want Wraith.
Yeah, flashing over the wall. No intervention available for Wraith. He goes down. Wolf finds a second kill here. Still a lot of damage coming out from that Chaos Storm. Mission does find Peanut. He'll leap away, but he's got the brush. He plants the Bolo shot, but the isolation damage comes through. Huni, he's able to throw down the equalizer. He'll pick up an assist as Faker finds the kill. Takes a lot of damage. Flash forward from Cube. Roots him with the twisted advance. Pops him with the Maelstrom.
Not able to pass the kill over, but it is a 2-for-1. However, they lose their turret in a completely unrelated fashion in the bot lane.
Didn't even have to pop the Ghost. Ambition's hunting now from the sidelines. Flash still up here for Faker. Does when he go for this? Yes, he does. Exhaust immediately comes down onto the Rengar. Took back a hell of a lot of damage, but here comes Crown. He says, I have a flash too. He jumps in and does pick up the kill onto the Corki. So nicely done. But what do they lose for? This looks like it's just going to be some damage onto this mid-tier 1 turret.
Wraith wasted the intervention. Thought there was going to be a committal of a fight, but they're engaging onto an Ezreal next to a wall.
They're going to push back in. Huni, he's TPing in from below. He's going to cut them off.
Up.
Does have it available. Ambition waiting in the brush. Jumped in. Exhaust comes down. Huni gets locked up by the Bola. Good equalizer stopping the rest of the team coming in, but Ambition is able to pick up the kill.
Stitch is all alone.
He's not jumping away out of the curtain call. Will keep himself safe bang as well. Uses that arcane shift to get himself out to safety. So no members of SKT other than Huni will go down. TP's invested by both sides, and it looks like Samsung will be able to go right back over to this Ocean Drake.
Okay, look like the setup was going to be good for Huni, but because he was so far away from his team and there's no other front line and there's no tank from the jungle, SKT were very slow to respond, and it just ended up with Huni giving up his life. And when Stitch opened up, I was like, this could be the fight. When they remade his model tech, you're right, especially with as much play as he sees.
Oh, Huni going to get jumped on, but Peanut's going to back him up, and goodbye, Ambition.
Ambition on one of his old famous CJ solo missions with no coverage, no Thresh to lantern him out, not even an intervention to delay the inevitable. There's the Ambition that we remember.
But now Ambition, he's going to push the go button, dives in all alone, gets on the Faker. He's going to take the Valkyrie out to safety. Takes a couple of those curtain call shots. Now Bang getting locked up. Chaos Storm taking away on him, and Stitch comes up with the kill. Samsung, can they transfer this into a tier 1 turret in mid? Looks like actually the pings are coming out. They might go for the Baron.
SKT have no one that can actually threaten Victor when he walks up, so he just plopped his damage. Everyone else from SKT has to run away, and they just pick up Bang. So Victor ends up being a frontliner.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot. TP's going to come through from Huni.
Turn around could come, though.
Twisted advance goes forward as Faker gets locked down to half HP. The Death Ray deals quite a bit of damage to him. Huni going to flash away, but still gets locked up by the Bola. Big transfer power comes through for Siphon Power from Crown. Helps come up with a kill as Stitch just sniping from the back line. Gets the killing blow. Another one going over towards the Jhin. Faker lives, but they trade Huni's life for it. Definitely an odd spot for them to be in. As we saw how well they handled the late game there. In game 1, Huni getting jumped on. Goes low, has that Zonius. Fourth and final shot comes through. One more hit will do it. There we go. The jump forward from Ambition comes up with the kill. Bola will not connect onto Peanut. He's able to exit safely, but yet again, Huni going down 1-3-1 on the Rumble. Sure, has been extending above Cuvée in CS, but just not tanky at all on this Rumble. Cannot be in the front line.
Lack of force is still being preyed upon by Samsung, who have multiple different members who can force a fight.
Bang trying to chip out as best he can. Cube pushing forward, looking for a twisted advance. If you could find one onto a squishy member, would be another kill coming through for Samsung more than likely. Chaos Storm still available for Crown. Hasn't had the pop. That Faker goes in. That's going to be the redemption, or the intervention rather, coming through onto the Victor, keeping it alive. And Bang, he gets jumped on. He jumps away with the arcane shift. Ambition is hot on his heels, however. Goes into the brush, but actually just way too aggressive by him. He goes down as Wolf picks up the kill. Faker getting jumped on, locked down, has to take the Valkyrie in over the wall.
What do we say about kiting, though, Achilles? That's the one place where SKT have a lot of options, both mobility and movement speed, being provided by the Karma to supplement what's in the kits. Now Peanut walks up to Crown. He's got Rylai's.
He's going to try to trade this back a little bit, but as the gravity field comes down, he has to leap out to safety, which will just give that Scuttle Crab over to Samsung. They do lose out on that Cloud Drake, however. That gives 3 over to SKT. Now Crown getting jumped on, so much damage coming through from Peanut. Faker arrives right at the end to take him out. Finalize that kill, the Redemption. Not going to get off in time to heal him up. And now SKT, they will fearlessly
a lot of Baron damage.
Start up this Baron, as you say. Lots of damage to come through with help of that Mountain Drake. Already down below half HP. Ambition trying to sprint his way in, but he can't even get in range in time. Now big red carpet laid out for him. He goes low. Flame Spitter just tickling him from behind. He'll go down as Peanut picks up the killing blow. 2 members of Samsung have fallen. Now SK Telecom have the Baron.
Many different ways. If they could have avoided that pick onto Crown, they looked like they were going to be in the ascendancy, but it's gone much worse since then. It's decent terrain for an equalizer.
Yeah, Void Spike's come out, slowing up several members of
There
Samsung.
it is.
Cubit going to flash away, has the Maelstrom up, trying to mitigate as much as he can, but Huni is pushing right into him with that Flame Spitter. Doesn't want to overheat, throws out that Electro Harpoon, won't be able to come up with a hit. So no kill coming through.
He only actually backed away when he could have killed the Maokai. He'll get a recall. We'll be able to get a shopping trip in.
Got a TP as well.
But Victor is out of the fight, so this should be Elder Drake forced for SKT.
Yep, you can see how much damage this thing has already taken down to about 3k. TP coming through from QV. There's no equalizer available to try to zone them off. But Peanut, he still picks it up despite Ambition's best efforts. Gets the intervention, but it's not enough. He goes down as Faker. Nets himself another kill. Deadly Flourish, not going to lock anybody up on the side of SK Telecom. They're still hot on the heels of Samsung Galaxy. QV doing his damnedest to stay alive. Goes in onto Wolf, helps come up with a kill as Crown picks that up, but the rest of Samsung, they're still limping their way back to the base. Another kill as Peanut takes out the tree. 3 dead on the side of Samsung. SKT can finally break the base.
Yeah, they finally can. They got the fight because Samsung felt they had to fight around the Elder Drake. SKT, their only force is picking up objectives and forcing Samsung to fight around them. There will be no contest around this first inhibitor. Will be taken for SKT. With Victor being alive, won't be the game ending here. But touching distance at 12k, not so much for Samsung Galaxy.
Now SKT just have so much damage that it doesn't really even matter. You can see that massive wave, double cannon pushing down into the bottom lane, threatening that inhib turret. There's no way for Samsung to answer this Baron. Super Creeps pushing down into mid. SK Telecom now grouping in top. They could just go ahead, sweep right through the base, take it out, kill everybody, get the Nexus, and walk away with another 2-0.
Yeah, comps like this turn in an instant. When you have equal vision, when you can't actually siege because you don't have the ability to put down vision with no tank, comps like SKTs look like garbage, but when you get the Baron, when you force Samsung to fight, rather than allowing them to kite back, comps are oppressive to say the least from SKT. Even though there's decent initiation. Valkyrie will come in, as you can see.
Mission, yeah, jumps in for just a split second, gets taken down to half HP. Curtain Call opened up as QB goes into the front line, still quite tanky on the Maokai, but Tether comes through, they root him down, and he's going to get popped. Actually, intervention comes in right at the last second to try to keep him alive, gets the heal from the Sap Magic, but it won't do enough to take out anybody on the side of SKT. He falls, Faker finds another kill, bang, still not coming up with any, desperately gonna have to try to find some before that Nexus crumbles. He jumps forward, he's low on mana. Hailstorm comes through, that's gonna be Crown going down, another kill for Faker. Looks like it's not gonna happen today, bang. Finally gets one on the board, just needs Stitch. If only he would give it over to him. Looks like Stitch says, not today, buddy. You gotta wait, you gotta get it from KT Rolster.
Well, wait and see, they're thinking about the fountain dive.
Oh boy, how do they approach this one? If it goes over to anybody that isn't Bang, it's an absolute travesty.
They're going for it!
Ready. He jumps forward, but Bang, he's taking the fountain. He's gonna go down. A double kill for Stitch. Can he find the triple? No, he cannot. The Nexus dies before he's able to do so. Bang, unfortunately, 1,000 kills not gonna happen today, but SKT still pick up a 2-0.